All right, 5 great minutes every Tuesday with Jimmy Vaccaro. If you're in Las Vegas, stop by and see him at the South Point, bookmaker for over 40 years. Follow him on Twitter. Jimmy, it took 10 weeks. We finally got a great Sunday in the NFL. Fantastic games.
They were just truly amazing, and you can really say that about the entire week. You know, obviously we had the most contentious election we've had in our lifetime. We had a Saturday where 2, 3, and 4 go upside down. And then we had a Sunday, which you actually been waiting for a long time. You can't keep talking about this in a manner where this stuff is not entertaining. You can't keep listening to the people in the hierarchy telling you the TV ratings are going down. I could care less. I can tell you that the betting windows are going up. It's for two reasons. First of all, where football is a culture of our country, my friend, and people just enjoy it more and more and more. And you know what, my friend? It's not harmful like some people make it out to be. But yes, getting back to your original question, what a Sunday. I really can't believe what I saw yesterday like everybody else. It was incredible.
Wow. How'd you do? What was good? What was bad?
Saturday was like a push day. We started out real good. I'll tell you quickly, Saturday, our worst game was Washington USC. We got drowned with USC money, and that definitely was on the right side. The best game for us was the Running Rebels. I mean, it was all Wyoming, and obviously rightfully so. If you talk to everybody on Tuesday and Wednesday, and Wyoming obviously has turned the corner. They're doing great. Pros, very simple, my friend. We beat the Saint game. We beat the Packer game, and then to top things off for the day, which means there's no carryover tonight, is the Patriots going down and knocking down, Teaser's money line, and Teaser's was the big deal. Teasers are becoming a very, very sophisticated bet by people who think they're sophisticated, just like give me the team and they have to win. And in a lot of cases they do. But those were the three big games for us, and tonight we're just skating around. There's really not a lot of liability because, again, the third hammer to the head for the players was the Patriots game, and behind the counter on my side, it was the best game leading into Monday night's game.
Yeah, Saturday was crazy. You nailed it. Only the second time that number 2, 3, and 4 in the country lost on a Saturday. You had at least 11 teams that were laying 7 or more that lost. How about the bridge jumpers? They must have got buried on those games.
Well, we won about $40,000 on the Clemson game, but we gave it all back when we put the Iowa score in. There were so many little tickets that had against Clemson, had against Michigan and whatever, and it was really, really amazing. We had a few kangaroo jumpers, a $35 two-team parlay. Guy picked up $5,000, so we gave the majority of it back. But it was just stunning because I don't know that we usually don't get that many small tickets on those big underdogs because obviously they haven't been cashing in. But they got us pretty good on that, fair and square. I mean, you saw tremendous endings with those games. I was really rooting for the Pitt side, even though we paid out a lot of money on the money line. It was a very, very big game for us also. But I don't know where it's going, my friends. I don't know where we've been and where we're going. But I know one damn thing: it's pretty doggone. It's pretty doggone fun to be in this crazy racket. What do you think, my friend?
No, no doubt about it. And I know our friend, Nick Bogdanovich at William Hill, he told me Saturday morning he expected that UFC card to be the biggest handle of any UFC event ever. How was it at your joint?
We're not a UFC big-time joint. We take small limits, only take $1,000, $2,000, but we probably wrote about $150,000 on it. And to us, that's a pretty good benchmark for the type of player that comes in there. More of a local guy, especially at nighttime when they're hanging around just watching the 4:30 and then 6:30 and 7 o'clock games. We did relatively well. We lost the McGregor fight, but we did good on everything else. So I would suggest I didn't mind that at all. And it seems that it does better when it's out of town for us because obviously, if you're here in town, if it's here in town, people obviously go there and bet at the MGM and the Mirage. But when it's out of town, they come and see us. So I welcome those fights when they're out of town. And McGregor, he's a firestorm. Make no mistake about it. If he can conjure up something that's contradictory, I'm all for him because he drew a lot of attention for us.
Yeah, and one more. You mentioned it earlier, but this drives you nuts. And I know you did 30, 40 interviews. I think it was just one site, Betfair, that the biggest event they've ever had was the election, 140 million, something like that. Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And I talked to one of the guys over there in a major book, and they said, Jimmy, this was 2 days before the election. 2 days before the election, they had done more money than any other election they've ever booked. The United States people, obviously, the presidential election. 2 days, because you can only imagine what they did on the day before and the day of the election. So it does rankle me after all these years and seeing all the publicity and all the money go over there. But hopefully, my friend, you might see that change in your lifetime, but it's going to be a stretch, my friend. But it's a downright change. We can't book our own presidential election.
Yep, well said. You're the best. Thanks for 5 great minutes.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.